are an existing patient and would like to change or reschedule an appointment, press 1. If you are seeking mental health services or would like to make a referral, press 2. For medical record requests, press 3. For everything else, press 4.
Yeah, I gave you the remote.
We appreciate your patience. Please continue to stay on the line. We appreciate your patience. Please continue to stay on the line. We appreciate your patience. Please continue to stay on the line. We appreciate your patience. Please continue to stay on the line.
I don't know where you put them.
We appreciate your patience. Please continue to stay on the line. All of our agents are busy helping other customers. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Why should I?
I'm gonna hang up on this.
Why do you come here?
Because I wanted to take a picture of you.
Oh yeah, take a picture. Oh,
Thank you for calling New York Psychotherapy and Counseling Center. To continue in English, press 1. If you are an existing patient and would like to change or reschedule an appointment, press 1. If you are seeking mental health services or would like to make a referral, Thank you for calling New York Psychotherapy and Counseling Center. This is Stephanie. How can I help you?
Hi, my therapist just called me, and I didn't hear the phone ring.
Okay, give me one moment. Let me have your date of birth.
It's January 26, 1982.
And your name?
Ilona.
Okay. Alright, let me see if I can get in contact with your therapist. Give me one moment.
Okay.
Alright. At NYPCC, we believe everyone deserves access to the best mental health care, and we translate this belief into action every day. NYPCC provides quality care 7 days a week with extended hours to make it easier for families to come after school or work. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Alona.
Hi, my
Hello?
phone.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello?
Okay. Yes. Yes, can you hear me? Are you able to
Yeah,
hear me
yeah,
or
I can
no?
hear you. I thought the receptionist was still there. That's why I said hello again.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
no problem. Okay, I hear you fine.
Okay.
Yes, I tried calling you. I left your voicemail.
I know, my phone doesn't ring sometimes. But I check it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I usually leave you a voicemail just because, just in case, because I know your phone doesn't ring sometimes.
Yeah, I saw you hang up. Like I picked up my phone and I saw the phone ringing and then I saw you hang up and I just called back.
Oh, really? It just, no, it went to voicemail. It rang and then it just went to...
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's not set up to have everything go to voicemail.
I see. Okay. But how are you? How are you doing?
Okay, we had a cold and Patrick turned 8. So some people didn't come because we told them we have a cold. Yeah.
Oh man, Patrick is 8 years old. So you had like a small celebration for him?
Yeah.
Totally unintentional.
That's nice. That's very nice. I can't believe he's 8. Oh my goodness. Oh man. That's good. I'm glad that he is a year older. That's good. That's a very good thing. Yeah. So how was his birthday party?
Someone didn't come and I'm wondering if it's because we had a cold. And I told them we had a cold. So.
I see. That makes sense.
So that wasn't like awesome having a cold.
Yeah. So he's still, I'm pretty sure he's still enjoying his birthday.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So how is everything else? Everything else is okay with you?
Yeah, it's okay.
That's good. I'm glad that things are okay. Any like major stressors or anything that bothers you during the week?
No.
No. Okay.
I had an okay week, but I was tired from my cold, and sometimes I feel like I spent a lot of time recuperating from something. It's almost like the norm now for me to be recuperating from something. So it's not really emotionally stressful as it was when I first was trying to like accommodate these events, you know, and some people might even be mad about that, but and thanks God I'm not getting any sicker, you know. But it's upsetting more, but it's not really stressing me. Like I'm not gonna be disorientated by these small time events. Like I don't know if I told you about the cake was stolen and then I had to get a different cake and this cake's not whatever.
No.
You know.
You did not speak because I'm guessing his birthday was maybe this weekend I thought or last weekend. We didn't talk about it. So what happened with the cake?
Somebody stole the cake. And then they oh, I did tell you what happened. And then remember I told you Dimitri fell down the stairs?
About somebody stealing a cake? No.
I did tell you, never mind, because I did tell you. And this lady said it was medication. I did tell you, totally. and it wasn't
Right.
medication because it's got a big fat sticker on it that says fresh baked goods. But when they threw it downstairs and Dima went to pick it up the stairs, they had the sticker peeled off, and then he fell down the stairs after he brought the cake up. And then like I tried the cake, the old cake that they sent me, which was like 4 days old, and I was like, this is disgusting, maybe I should get him a new cake. And then they sent me a replacement cake, which was like okay, and it was just basically because they messed with it, it was disgusting. But this cake was like way smaller, but it's not a big deal. Like that's like whatever, haters.
Oh wow.
Because I got the cake like on food stamps or something.
But you didn't tell me about
The potential like of living like you know, of my, I feel like my potential of my living potential is just being hindered by haters, you know, people that steal cakes and things, you know.
Yeah, that's so petty. That's like so petty. Why
That's what I'm
are you
saying. Like you're asking me if
somebody-
there's major stressors. Like I don't know. There's nothing like there's no news. Like,
Yeah.
do you know if it's a
Yeah, but
holiday?
I'll be frustrated if somebody stole my cake. Like, you know, I mean, I understand that's not like a big, like a major, like life event, but that's still, I'll be stressed and I'll feel some type of way if somebody stole my cake, you know, so.
I've pacified my anger and I've set my mind on my true revenge, which would be living well. You know?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so the new one was like quite a bit smaller, but it tasted good. It was just not as festive looking. And the sticker that I got for it was disgusting, but we didn't eat it. It just tasted like paper. Cuz it was like a sticker with his name. It's like a special cake thing that you put on, like a cake decoration. It's edible, but it didn't taste edible. Even though it said it's edible, it still tasted like paper. I thought it would be just like if you get it in a bakery, but it wasn't. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. I don't know. I just don't know what else to talk about with you. It's like not, you know.
Yeah.
But being sick was sucky and sad. It gets me sad sometimes a little bit because I'm like, wait, like overall, you know, because I'm not like I'm not, you know, like a statistic or something. Well, even statistically, I wonder, like, people that get sick more often, like, what's that do to their, like, lifespan or something, you know? Every time I get sick, I think about that. Like, not just, like, the 3 days that it causes me to be, like, fatigued and, you know, what it does to, like, my complexion or whatever, or, like, if my kid gets sick, which he does usually with me, if I get sick, like, what it does to him and his like learning, you know. I just think about it like overall too. Is this like affecting us, you know? And then I'm back to like, oh, sweet revenge, living well. When's that gonna happen? You know?
I see. Yeah. I feel like that's a legitimate concern. Yeah. So Patrick enjoyed his birthday. Did you feel like he had a good time? He was happy?
Yeah, he says he did.
That's good. Does he have the day off today? Because it's, I think the school are closed today.
Are they? I'm wondering because I heard the neighbors' kids in the hallway, and I'm wondering because I heard it was like Jewish New Year or something, like Rosh Hashanah or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know everybody got a day off. Because back in my day, you could take a day off, but you didn't have to. But I guess they made it national.
Yeah. Yeah, they are being a lot more inclusive nowadays, which is, I think it's a good thing. So.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with holidays.
Kids are off.
You know.
Yeah. And how is Dima? Is he doing okay?
He's been sleeping a lot. He's barely like, he's got a bunch of scrapes and stuff on him, and he's healing those. And you know, he's not going out that much because well, he hasn't actually gone out because, you know, he's scared after falling down the stairs, you know.
Yeah.
I still feel like that was like a whole setup with this cake, but it's not like anybody's gonna care. Like, and it's not like I love him that much to like be like, listen, dude, you know. So whatever, because he had to, he didn't have to. That's the thing. I told him, listen, if there's something downstairs, come get me. I'll go get it. You know, and he said, never mind, I'll just grab it. And he grabbed it, and I guess it was heavy, and it was like this garbage, you know, like, and like it was like a total insult, and it's like an obvious insult, but I'm so used to it, and you know, I just don't even know what to do, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that he's okay for the most part, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't fall, and he's somewhat used to it. I mean, he's got epilepsy.
Yeah. And the neighbors have been overall, besides the cake incident, things in the apartment are okay?
They don't come into my apartment. They don't. There's in the building they closed since we're talking about the building, because I don't know what to say about the neighbors. I'm not going to talk about them just yet.
Yeah.
I don't know like where your concern lies, but in the building the trash chute is closed, so you have to go downstairs to take your garbage downstairs. And sometimes I get a little bit lazy, but like I double bag everything so it doesn't stink, you know. And I remember from last time, because I know I told you, but I don't know if you remember, that the lady on the right ended up throwing my garbage at me because I left it outside the door one time, because you know it's garbage, and it was mostly like recyclables, but it was like one bag of garbage, and she like threw it at me. I ended up not calling the police on her. So now, are you still there? Oh, hello?
I accidentally...
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna retell you this story because it's absolutely disgusting and stupid, and I like stupid stories, at least, you know, like, because I don't like even, like, I don't know what to talk about when you want to talk about, like, Dima fell down the stairs. That was bloody, that was scary, you know, the 911 got called and everything. But this is quite stupid. So the chute, they locked the chute up, the trash chute, so you can't throw the garbage out through the trash chute. You have to go downstairs. Yeah, so sometimes like I get lazy, but I double bag everything, so it's not that stinky. They get stinky too in the hallway, but I remember I told you this again. Back to this. Let me reiterate. I don't know if you recall, but the lady on the right, when I left my garbage outside the door one time, because it was mostly recyclables, I didn't see a problem with it, and everybody does it. Everybody on my floor does it. You go out into the hallway, there's always some garbage by somebody's door, because these are small apartments. A lot of these people have kids like I do, I guess, you know, and they don't want to keep like garbage on the inside of the door, and it's understandable when it's like not garbage and it's not there forever. And I literally left it like overnight because I wanted to go out, but then I'm like, let me go out in the morning. So this lady threw the garbage at me. I didn't end up calling 911 and stuff. She went into hysterics. She's like, why do you keep your trash outside? And then since that day, I'm like, okay, whatever. These people are obviously like mental, and there's nothing I could do to make them act more civilized towards me if they're throwing the garbage at me when everybody leaves their garbage outside the door. So now I leave the garbage on the inside, you know, and I do take it downstairs, but... you know, and I double bag it, so my garbage isn't stinky, but their garbage is stinky now too, and I don't know why that is. Like, why? Like, it doesn't stink. I'm wondering, like, how do they make it stink that I could smell it from the hallway, and they're not in their apartment? Maybe their apartment. Like, are they there to smell it? It's kind of like stupid. I don't know, but it's one of those things. It's like stupid and lame, and And petty, again, you used the right word when you said that. Petty. It's
Yeah.
petty, like with the stupid cake.
Yeah.
Like, that's petty. And
Yeah,
that garbage
exactly.
shit is
Like-
petty.
Yeah, so wait, so she actually threw her garbage at you?
She did, and I didn't call the cops. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't want beef with her, because then, you know... Again, like, I don't know how all of this seems petty to me, because it all comes down to hearsay, and hearsay to me is petty, and I feel like there's more, like, evolved problems that they should be worrying and I should be worrying about, you know, because we're civilized people, and we know what's going on. But they're sticking to the petty still, so it gets me a little bit confused. I'm like, so this whole scene comes down to like hearsay, because I know there's like a lot worse that they could do by me, maybe, possibly, or maybe they can't. I don't know. It depends on who they're sociable with, because like I told you, like, you could call me paranoid, but the guy that delivers the Walmart, he never brings it to my apartment. And this is some petty stuff too. But somewhere on a higher level, you know, what if they're like hand in hand with some higher authority, not UPS per se, you know,
Yeah.
like somebody else that could like make my life a living hell, you know, like I don't know,
Yeah.
like, because we
Yeah.
have needs, we have human needs, you know, like Dima picks up his meds like at the drugstore and stuff, and like, you know, I don't even know what's with the food. I don't know. So I don't know. This situation gets me a little bit like peeved, because I'm like, the ignorance of like, you know, people, it's just, I can't deal with it, you know, and I could talk about this pettiness like all day, and I know it doesn't affect my health that much, so.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I do think it's petty, and people like this. There are things that I don't understand. I don't understand why people do certain things, but I guess it's just their mentality, you know? Like, it's just like, sometimes you are better off not doing certain things. Like, what did she gain by throwing the garbage at you?
Now I get to talk about it, and everybody knows she's a classy lady, right? Like, if I did something, it wasn't like monumental per se, you know, you could talk about it too, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I don't like this. This is gross. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. But just because something is not monumental, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect people, you know? Like, I think that little things affect people.
Sometimes I sit there and I think, like, oh my god, like, I'm like racking my brain. I'm like, all this petty, is it so I could talk about it with Dania? You know, like, that's how my brain, like, wraps around it. I'm like, is this because it's, like, simple things? Because there's things that, like, bother me that I couldn't really talk about, because I couldn't even, like, make, you know, organized thought with it, because it just, you know, really things so political that I can't completely understand them, you know? And then there's this petty, and it's just like, it adds up, and it's gross, and it's also whatever at the same time, and I don't even know whether to be happy for the little absurd things, so I have something to talk about, or should I be pissed? And like, I sit there and I'm like, how pissed should I be? And I gauge this by what like the average person's reaction would be, and I'm like, am I the average person? You could say that, I guess, but I don't know if everybody would say that.
I mean, I think the average person would. I'll feel some type of way about that. Like, if somebody did something like that.
Yeah, somebody throws garbage at you. My God, what the hell? Like, do I throw this back at her, or do I call the cops? Or, you know, because I know nobody's perfect, but, like, I don't know, like, ew.
I feel like, I understand that sometimes people make mistakes, but that sounds very deliberate, you know? So, for me, I understand when people make mistakes and things happen and blah, blah, blah. But somebody throwing garbage at you sounds very deliberate. So, yes, I'll be upset if somebody deliberately threw garbage at me.
I think I understand what you're saying. It's like you're right, somebody makes mistakes, but when it's like all these little things are consistent, you know, could it be a sign, you know? Cuz this wasn't the same lady that knocked on my door and told me my cake was medication, and it wasn't the same lady that left the garbage cake downstairs, you know? So, and like I know Dimitri is slow, you know. He was never officially labeled slow, but I know people with like neurological disorders, they don't know how to label them sometimes. And he's like oblivious to all this too. He just doesn't want to like participate. He's like, people are nice. I don't know what he makes about this woman throwing garbage at me. I don't know, you know. So again, like that's how I feel. Like I don't know, should is it like just there to say something happened, like, you know, these minor events, because it's again things that are like major.
I think it's a big deal. Like I think that just because it's not like life changing or a major life event, it's still very petty. It's still disrespectful. It's still, that's not how you should be treated as a human. So yes, you do have every right to be upset about it. You do have, even if you don't think it's a major deal, it's still not nice. It's still, you shouldn't be treated that way.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah. So don't think that we can talk about, you know, some of these things that happen to you just because you don't think it's a major like life event. These things that happen to you on a regular basis, yes, this will bother almost most individuals. Yeah. So.
And what, like, why does this woman like think that like my cake is medication when it has a big fat sticker on it that says fresh baked goods? Like, I don't know. Everything's like coincidental now. And I had this other woman with her child too. Like, I don't know, like her child, like old enough, like a little bit older than Patrick, to understand this curse or this words. She's just, I don't know if she even lives here. She was coming up or something, and I was checking my mail, and she just called me a crackhead, like under her breath. I'm like, why am I a crackhead? Do I look like odd? Like, you see me, dude? Do I look different, dude? Or is it just like a casual like thing? Like, maybe she said cracker. I don't know, cracker, crackhead. I don't even understand. Like, and to me, it's kind of like gross. Like, and I just get a little bit like, wow, some of these people are like ill, and I don't, you know, I don't know what their stake is in getting me like a little peeved, because honestly, like, sometimes people like just, you know, they have other stressors, and for them not to like boil over, they just start to be dismissive, you know. So like after, and like somebody could say, oh, you're being like, you're so jaded now towards people or whatever. No, I just I'm gonna go running to you with open arms now, like asking for hugs after you like call me a crackhead and you like throw garbage at me? I don't know what. No, you know. So like I don't know, like I'm polite. I'm always polite. Always be polite, because it's in your best interest no matter what, you know. And I don't hold grudges against anyone, I guess. And again, like, all this stuff is like stupid and petty, and I don't even know, like, you know, the people that do silly things like that, like, I don't know what to expect of them, you know. I don't know what to expect of them, that's all. And I just hope for the best, right? Because hope is like one of those irrational things. That's all. So I always hope like to see the best in people. Like I hope they rationalize it like for their own sakes, like why it's not cool to like do bad shit, you know?
Yeah,
Because-
yeah. I hope they gain some type of understanding, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people, they are not, it sounds like a lot of these people, they are not very self-aware, you know? So,
I feel that way too. I feel like it's like stress from living in the city. It's pretty expensive to live in the city. And people think that they could like pick on someone for this and that. And maybe they misjudge someone. And then they become like this like ugly person that, you know, I don't know.
yeah.
And it's just like when you quit with this, like when you quit throwing garbage at people.
Yeah, that's it. That's not logical at all. Yeah, but I'm glad that you are managing for the most part. So that's important. So that's definitely a good thing. And it seems like, despite what's going on, you sound pretty positive for the most part. So that's definitely a good thing as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, and you tend to rationalize and try to make sense of the
It's
situation.
difficult though, like because like I know I'm not get my revenge on the petty. That's why I keep saying like revenge is living well, you know, like
Mhm.
because maybe I literally mean it. Maybe I literally could not give a flying f what goes on with them after I never have to see these people ever again, and I live, you know, in lux, and I eat what I want, I do what I want, you know, because I'm pretty rational, and I think that a lot of this like nonsense that just wasn't logged systematically, you know, it's just like dismissible completely, you know. So I'm sitting here, it's difficult to deal with that people know how to be petty, people know how to be below the radar, you know, and I could do it too, but it's not in my best interest. It's not in my best interest because I'm in a social position now where I am dependent. I live off of human kindness, you know. So sometimes I think about it that way. What if somehow you know, I was to change places with some of these people and they had to live off of human kindness, how would their behavior change, you know? And I don't
You're
know.
absolutely right. Yeah.
I like talking
But I
about
agree
it.
with you.
Thanks for
I
listening.
think you should just, I think you should just, do what's in your best interest, and that's it, you know, like that's all you can do what's in your best interest, and that's it. And so, yeah, Lona. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that with me. I'll follow up with you next week.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.